Today is New Year's Eve. Well, not when you're watching it because editing takes forever. So what you're seeing is us finally being where the fireworks are, at Dream Mall. But this was actually a long way to go because we got lost multiple times today.
Yeah, well, and today also marks the day of being in Taiwan for basically 1 year now. It's not really a year, but almost. I've been in Taiwan multiple times, at least 20, might have been 30 times. Honestly, an excessive amount of times. And you know, I come here, my grandma, she lives in Lugang actually, which is in Zhanghua, which is kind of like the middle of Taiwan, on the west side. I've been going to Taiwan with my family once a year, or sometimes even twice a year, you know, so I'm 31 now, don't tell anybody. But every time I come back to Germany, people would ask me, you know, how is it like to live in Taiwan? I don't know. I can tell you how it is, you know, being a tourist in Taiwan. I can tell you how that feels like, but I don't really know how it feels like to actually live here.
Okay. Hello, good evening everyone. It's such a pleasure to be part of this vlog. And my name is Audley. We're going to celebrate the new year in Kaohsiung. Dream Mall.
Yes,
How
super
to
excited.
say Happy New Year in German?
Frohes Neues!
Frohes Neues!
Frohes Neues!
Frohes Neues!
So I knew I needed to move here to understand what it's like to actually live here. Because tourism, that's one thing. Actually living here, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, we are going to Dream Mall now to see the firework. It is now, what time is it?
Now,
I think it's like 9 something.
It's 8-5 minutes.
What? I thought it was like 10 already.
8-5 minutes.
So we got 4 hours until New Year.
Yeah.
Alright, going to Dream Mall
Yeah.
with some beers. See you later.
With apple soda. Yeah.
Exactly. See you there.
So that's basically what I set out to do. And I was planning to come here, actually, I'm not exaggerating, for about 6 years. And I wanted to do my bachelor's here, but you know, I didn't get a scholarship, so that didn't work. Then I wanted to do a language course here. That's only like 6 months and also cost money. And I'm broke, so that didn't work either. I was still dedicated to moving to Taiwan, but you know, it felt more and more like a pipe dream. But then destiny struck, and I got a job in Hamburg at an exhibition. It was like a cheapo student job. But here's the thing. We were working there for I think about a week and a half, but we would get like an hour break. So I used that break to walk a little bit around the trade show or the exhibition. There was like Korea and China and Japan. I was thinking like there's gotta be like a couple of booths that are from Taiwan, right?
Yeah,
Dream
we're
Mall's
getting
right over there.
closer.
We're getting close to Dream Mall. Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
It's already looking beautiful.
Yeah, I believe it must be jam-packed with many people there.
Probably gonna be like Taipei over there.
Wow. I can imagine.
Ah, me too.
Truth be told, there was a Taiwan pavilion with 5 Taiwanese companies, displaying their products. And I just talked to every single one of those companies. I was like, you know, this is who I am. This is what I can do for you. Would you like to hire me? And actually, a couple of those companies that were interested. And then one of the companies, actually, they were quite interested. And then they gave me an interview. They gave me a second interview, kind of. And eventually, I got hired. You know, they hired me, which is pretty incredible. And I got the contract, signed the contract, and 3 months later, I was set out to move to Taiwan to work for that company. So basically, it went from me having a pipe dream of eventually going to Taiwan, right? Like, I was pretty convinced I was gonna do that eventually, but no idea when. To moving there in 3 months and, you know, it being basically set.
So I'm looking forward to going there and see what they have organized.
What are you expecting?
It's going to be a massive spectacle.
What are you gonna expecting at the Dream Mall?
Oh, I'm eagerly anticipating this spectacle.
Same here. I mean, the Dream Mall's gotta keep what they're promising. The biggest spectacle in all of Kaohsiung. No pressure.
So yeah, that was a huge adjustment. Super interesting, and I honestly couldn't believe it. My family couldn't believe it. My friends couldn't believe it. The company probably couldn't believe it either. It was just all stars aligned, fate, pure luck, and the company was just looking for somebody like me, and I was looking for a company like that.
So I packed my things, went on a 20-hour flight, and moved to Taiwan. I couldn't believe it. Even in the plane, you know, what says I'm going to Taiwan, I just couldn't believe it.
Okay, to be clear, this isn't a how to live in Kaohsiung or like what to do guide if you live in Kaohsiung, though that might be coming soon, so stay subscribed.
And when I first came here, well, it was certainly quite different than what I was used to in Taiwan. I arrived at Kaohsiung main station first, where I was greeted with a more industrial side of Taiwan. And at first, I'll be honest, it was like, did I make the right choice?
Let's look outside this window to see the skyline. The Kaohsiung skyline. Wow, look at this.
And then I had to go to work. Right, so I mean that lifestyle I was living in Kaohsiung has to be financed somehow, right? And you know, that money certainly did not come from Germany, so I had to, you know, earn money here. I can't tell you much. All right, I know you love to know, and you know, eventually a video about that is coming out. But right now, the only thing I can tell you is it's not easy. All right, it is not easy. You will, if you work here at a, let's say, local company, that will be the first and biggest culture shock you will encounter in Taiwan, period.
Interesting. They closed off the street, I think, just for New Year.
Yeah,
I think kind of interesting, right?
So many motorcycles there.
Yeah.
Just parked.
Never seen that many motorcycles here.
And you know, speaking of, the first 6 months here in Kaohsiung were very exhausting, to say the least. You know, if you come here alone as an adult, you're gonna have to do a lot of adult things. And English in Kaohsiung is not that widespread, so you have to, or I had to, rely on my Mandarin a lot. And luckily my mom taught me some Mandarin when, you know, since I was basically a baby. I had to kind of extend my vocabulary a little bit, order food, get a bank account, apply for a ARC, apply for a, what's it called, the health insurance card, get an apartment hunting.
Wow. There's the Chinese idiom, people mountain, people sea.
What?
You know, in
Say it.
Chinese, 人上人high.
What's it mean?
Is a Chinese idiom, means that place has so many people. And then we can describe that very moment. You know?
Okay.
People mountain, people sea. 人上人
Alright.
high.
That makes sense. Look at how crowded this is.
Always be the crowd.
Basically, it's basically a what's it called, makeshift night market somewhere,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. It's normally not here. It's just only here for New Year, I think.
And yeah, basically every single night I just fell into bed and passed out. You know, I didn't need any, you know, melatonin sprays, pills, nothing. I just fell into bed, done. And the first 6 months, I'll be honest, it felt like this, like a go hustle, right? Like go do this, handle this, finish this, and it felt like I didn't have a life at all. You know, I had it's a full-time job that I'm having here in Taiwan, so it's 8 to 5 with a 1 hour break in between. So I, you know, go to work, come back, arrive at home at around 6. Yeah, so do 4 or 5 hours of chilling, relaxing, and I go to bed, sleep, and do the thing all over again, right? Well, in the first 6 months, those 5 hours were actually getting new stuff at Shoba, right? Which is like a convenience store. Probably gonna talk about that soon. To get like some living utensils, you know? It's just building up my life for 6 months while also having to rely on broken Mandarin. That was just so exhausting. Adapting to a new working place, finding new friends. But after those 6 months, I wouldn't say it clicked, but things just started getting easier. You know, I got some relationships at work now, you know, some friendships. My Chinese improved a little bit. I'm more familiar with work culture here. I'm more, you know, I got an apartment, beautiful apartment that you can see right here. Incredible apartment. I have my local beef noodle soup shop now, where the owner knows me, right? And he's like, "Hey Ben, 你要吃什么?" Which means, what do you want to eat? He knows what I want to eat. He's just being friendly. And after 8 months, I got, you know, even more comfortable. I took a few days off. I explored Taiwan. After work, I was actually wandering around, exploring the city a little bit. I was exploring Tainan, the south of Kaohsiung, Chichen Island, Pier 2. Everything just kind of came together a little bit more, right? It felt like, okay, I'm starting to build a life here in Taiwan. So I was kind of noticing all the cute little nice things that Taiwan offers that kind of made me fall in love with Taiwan in the first place. Like the convenience stores, right, that do everything for you. You can even pay your bills there. You know, you can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's open 24/7. The cute artwork you can see everywhere. Like the Easy Card that you can use for everything almost. It's like a credit card and like a ticket card combined, and you can use it for a million different things. And it's just so many smaller things that kind of, you know, were outside my like eye line that I just started noticing more and appreciating more.
Oh my god. All the way in the back. It's like you have to do this walk of, I don't know, glory all the way to the concert hall. It is so far away. Oh my god. You can see what's happening on stage. You can buy the glasses right here.
You know, it takes about 6 months to get used to a city or a new country, and you know, with lots of ups and downs, lots of hardships, lots of moments where you think, oh, well, I should probably go back. And it takes another 5 to 6 months to finally get comfortable in a new country. And at the end, I think it's the small things that make you go, maybe the whole thing was worth it.